Moderate conservatives and moderate liberals are still out there talking about the recent polling that showed that non-college educated white people are not voting as strongly Republican as they did 4 years ago. 2020, the share of non-college educated white voters did not go as strongly for Republicans as they did in 2016. And they're saying the base of the Republican Party is shrinking because their base was non-college educated white people. I think that is a very elitist thing to say, and I do not like that talking point. It somehow implies that non-college educated makes a person worth less, like they're lesser. So I think that's a stupid demographic. But that polling data did show some other very real things that do indicate that the Republican Party's base is shrinking. Here's just a couple of numbers. From 2016 to 2020, nationally, total voter turnout increased by 12%. Turnout among Asian American and Pacific Islander voters surged by 43%. Latino turnout increased by almost a third of all votes cast. Now, Donald Trump did do better in 2020 among Latinos than he did in 2016, but he still lost 65% of the voters. So, yes, it increased, but you're still only getting 35%. In all of those other areas, the share of the vote decreased. And considering the fact that we had an overall increase in total number of voters, a lot of that due to being able to mail in your ballots, and then we suddenly get a reason, a picture that tells us why Republicans are so hell-bent on voter suppression this year. Because that's what this all is. The Republican Party does their own internal polling. Of course, they also have access to all of these polls and all of that, but they have their own. And they know what is happening to their party, and they know it better than we do. Because they watch it in real time. They commission these polls constantly. Where are our voters? Who are our voters? How many of them are there? And when they get these numbers back over the last few years and they see that their share is shrinking, that their base is shrinking, that demographics are shifting and it's not shifting in a way that benefits them, what do? They say, well, hell, we got two options. We can either change course, come up with some policies that actually benefit individuals, see if we can just win these voters back, or what if we just don't let them vote? And guess which one they went with? They went with option number 2. That's why we're seeing all of this voter suppression today. It's because the Republican Party has no idea how to rebuild itself. They have no idea how to come up with an actual policy that might benefit actual average Americans. So they said, the hell with it. We're just going to pass these restrictive voting laws. We're not going to let these people get to the polls. We're going to cut down the number of polling stations. We're going to get rid of early voting drop boxes. We're going to cut down early voting hours. We're going to, make people have to travel 50 miles to get to their polling station. All of these things are forms of voter suppression, and all of these things are things that Republicans across the country are working on. We still have over 100 pieces of legislation pending in state houses in 43 different states right now that would curtail the voting rights of American citizens and therefore make it harder to vote. And it's because the Republicans want to hang on to power, because they know that if they don't suppress these votes, they're just a few election cycles away from obscurity.